makeover or some other significant change. But transformation always requires you to dream bigger about what else your organization can do, and then to do something meaningful about it. Leaders know that their job is to lead transformation to keep pace with technology and an ever-changing business environment. They also know that they are bound to fail doing so. But this discouraging outcome is not because they can't solve a technological or strategic problem. Leaders will fail because of intractable human problems associated with change, problems such as fear, habits, politics, and lack of imagination. These challenges have always plagued humans, but what if we had a way to transcend them? This book reveals a radical new method for doing just that, for driving the kind of change described earlier at Lowe's, and for addressing the real human challenges of change. As an author team, we bring a unique perspective to this topic. Written by the executive who designed and implemented the process we describe in this book, Kyle, the neuroscientist who designed measurement tools for applying this process to unfamiliar territories, Thomas, and the academic who explains why and how the process works, Nathan, the book introduces an innovative yet proven way of creating breakthrough change. Demonstrated at Lowe's and Walmart, large organizations that are slow to change, the transformation process and tools have also been used successfully by organizations such as IKEA, Pepsi, Google, Microsoft, XPRIZE, the United Nations, and many others we cannot name. Most importantly, the transformation process has been applied not just by the Googles of the world, but by everyday companies, governments, and non-governmental organizations, or NGOs, to create real change. Our goal with this book is to describe the transformation process and tools that worked for us and for leaders at many organizations around the world. Rather than describe what we have done individually, much of the time we use the term "we" to emphasize this shared journey, to communicate to you the tools to create an inspiring vision and then to make it happen. We hope to provide you with a roadmap for leading transformation in your company. Although we can't cover everything about transformation in a single book, and we each came from different starting points, manager, scientist, professor, all of us sought to answer the same question. How can leaders create breakthrough change? That's what we hope you'll get from this book. A new perspective, a new process, and a new, if not even a bit unusual, set of tools for leading transformation. Let's begin by diving deeper into how Lowe's achieved the kind of results described earlier. How did Lowe's transform? Although you might be tempted to focus on the technology, the robots, the exosuits, or a store in space, the transformation at Lowe's isn't about the technology. Instead, the change occurred through a human-centered process designed to overcome the key bottlenecks to transformation. What was the process? Forewarning, the answer may sound a bit outlandish at first, but we are simply applying old tools redesigned in new ways, and new tools based on several decades of behavioral science. We then use these tools to address ancient human challenges, namely the incrementalism, fear, and habits that hold organizations back from transformational change. For example, to develop the tools delivered on AR phones, we started by assembling Lowe's data about consumer needs and technology trends, and then shared this data with a panel of science fiction writers. Yes, science fiction as in Star Wars. We then asked the writers to imagine the near future, 5 to 10 years away, when Lowe's would solve a critical customer problem using technology. The writers returned with a wild array of stories, complete with dystopian overlords in some cases. But, surprisingly, many stories converged around a key theme, using VR and AR to address the challenge of envisioning how to remodel a home, and then communicate that vision to others. We then worked over several rounds of iteration.